Okay, so I lost the introduction to this particular video, so I'll just jump in from here. This is me installing a remote Christmas light switch. It's rated for 120 volts, 15 amps, and I thought I'd give it a shot. I got it for about $7. There's actually 3 of them and one controller that controls all 3 separately. I thought I'd try it for my dust collector and my shop vac, and then I want to have an air cleaner build in the future that I'd use it for that as well. So check it out. I've been running this dust collector for about 10 minutes just to see, how well the little remote switch, how it holds up. I have my little FLIR camera attached to a phone. This is, a heat sensing camera, I guess you could call it. And I'm just going to take a look at things here. Alright, so this kind of shows relative heat. It's not absolute, but I can get pinpoint heat signatures. So this is the motor. You can see the warmest part of the motor is right there where the armature is. And then if we check over here, it's pretty warm back there, isn't it? It's about the same warmth as the cord, which is cool to the touch. I feel no appreciable heat. You can see my body heat compared to the heat that's coming off of the switch. So I'm pretty satisfied that for the use, for what I'm using this for, Harbor Freight calls this a 2 horsepower motor. I'm not 100% sure that's accurate. But it seems to be up to the job. So there you have it, a cheap remote switch. I'm not sure everybody's in the market for one, but I just find it more convenient because what I have to do when it's time to turn on my dust collector, I have to reach all the way back behind here to reach the switch, and that's just, the way it ended up when I configured it that way. A lot of times when I'm setting up and ready to use my chop saw, I'll forget that I haven't turned on my shop vac yet, and then I'll have to climb over hoses to get to it and everything. So it may just be easier to use this guy to control everything. Maybe not. I mean, it could also, I could just lose this and then it would be another issue to deal with. On top of that, I can't manually turn on my equipment when it's hooked up to these switches because they're on, they're actually turned on, but the switch is controlling whether or not they run. And so if I wanted to, I'd have to unplug it and then plug it in directly into the outlet and then turn it on. I went ahead and opened one up just to take a look and see, to make sure they didn't do, didn't have any tiny thin wiring or anything in there. And if you take a look in there, I believe that's 14 gauge wire. It's a pretty heavy duty wire. 14 gauge is adequate for 15 amps. I'm sure it would be fine for 20 amps as well. It might just get a little warm, but as you could see from my little experiment there, that it didn't get hot at all after 10 minutes running, and that's probably longer than any real time that I would run this. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give me the old thumbs up, subscribe. I hope maybe it helped you, and I hope the message gets out there is that you don't have to spend a ton of money in order to have conveniences like this. Sometimes you just gotta think a little outside the box. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.